Chris Pratt calls out press claiming Guardians of the Galaxy would be Marvel's first flop. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will end James Gunn's reign on the Marvel Cinematic Universe as he made his way to lead the next era of DC films and TV. While the film might have been the director's departure project, Guardians of the Galaxy lead star Chris Pratt didn't touch the subject and chose to address the earlier judgments on the franchise through his final speech on the set of the film. Pratt decided to speak up and call out those who expressed disappointment in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. The actor admits that he has saved tons of press clippings claiming that Guardians of the Galaxy would be Marvel's first flop. The first film in the Guardians of the Galaxy grossed $94 million on its opening weekend alone. It defied all the doubts that surrounded the franchise as it went on to earn over $700 million worldwide. It's a great accomplishment considering the film stars comic book characters who aren't as popular as Spider-Man or Captain America. The sequel of Guardians of the Galaxy even performed better, earning $146 million opening on weekend, and finishing with over $860 million worldwide box office results. The franchise is set to return to the big screen as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 hits movie theaters on May 5, 2023. Spider-Man: No Way Home referenced in new Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse trailer. The latest look at Sony's upcoming animated outing, Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse, finds Oscar Isaac's Spider-Man 2099 referencing the MCU. And, more specifically, the multiversal antics of Tom Holland's Peter Parker in 2021's Spider-Man: No Way Home. And don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and the Little Nerd Back on Earth 199,999, Spider-Man 2099 says in the trailer, referring to the time when the MCU's Spidey and Doctor Strange brought the multiverse to the verge of collapse after casting a questionable spell. Clearly the near cataclysmic events of Spider-Man: No Way Home were not lost on the Spider-Verse's Spider-Force, with a reference tying the animated franchise into the live-action one. This also adds further weight to the ongoing rumor that Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse will feature not only a cameo from Tom Holland, but Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire as well, with speculation rife that Miles Morales will find himself falling into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as he attempts to save the multiverse from supervillain the Spot and the variants of himself. Much like its predecessor, Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse promises to be positively filled to the brim with Easter eggs and references. The callback to Spider-Man: No Way Home is not the only reference that stands out, with the trailer also recreating the pointing Spidey meme, but on a much grander scale than we've ever seen before. Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse is scheduled to be released on June 2, 2023. A further sequel, Spider-Man: Beyond the Spider-Verse, is scheduled for release on March 29, 2024, with several spin-offs, including a female-focused movie, now in development. John Wick spin-off Ballerina gets summer 2024 release date. There's now an official premiere date for Ballerina, a John Wick spin-off film featuring Ana de Armas in the lead role. The movie was recently reported to be planned for a release in either the spring or summer of 2024. It's now been revealed, per Deadline, that Lionsgate will go with the latter, opting to release Ballerina in movie theaters on the date of June 7, 2024. The movie getting a release date comes as John Wick: Chapter 4 continues to rack in big bucks with its theatrical run. The movie has since grossed more than $245 million in worldwide ticket sales, and those numbers continue to climb, making John Wick: Chapter 4 the fifth highest grossing film of the year at this point. If we factor in what the first three movies made, the franchise is up to more than $833 million in money earned. The success of the fourth film shows that popularity in the series is still strong, and while the current status of John Wick 5 remains unclear, Lionsgate will be keeping the franchise moving with other characters taking the lead for now. Len Wiseman is directing Ballerina using a screenplay co-written with Shay Haddon and Emerald Fennell. Ana de Armas leads the cast as a ballerina seeking revenge against those who murdered her family. Keanu Reeves will also appear in the film as John Wick, joining other franchise stars Ian McShane as Winston Scott, Angelica Houston as the director, and the late, great Lance Reddick as Karen in one of his final roles. Gabriel Byrne, Norman Reedus, and Catalina Sandino Moreno also star. Shrek 5 now in development, Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy and Cameron Diaz in talks to return. A fifth Shrek movie is now in early development, Illumination founder and CEO Chris Meledandri has revealed, with the project looking to bring back the original cast including Mike Myers as Shrek, Eddie Murphy as Donkey, and Cameron Diaz as Fiona. Speaking with Variety, Meledandri is eager to bring the cast back for Shrek 5, and giving audiences the core elements that they love. It's not that dissimilar to the process that we went through with Mario, where you look at what the core elements are that audiences have loved, and you do your very best to honor those core elements. And then you're hard at work to build story elements and new characters that take you to brand new places. The original cast is a huge part of that. Currently, no deals are in place regarding the cast's return, but Meledandri did state that negotiations with the respective actors are going well. We anticipate the cast coming back. Talks are starting now, and every indication that we've gotten is there's tremendous enthusiasm on behalf of the actors to return. Introduced back in 2001 by DreamWorks Animation, Shrek is a bad-tempered but good-hearted ogre voiced by Mike Myers. Living in a world of kings, princesses, knights, and fairy tale creatures, Shrek perfectly parodies the many stories that begin once upon a time, while carving out its own identity as a fairy tale for the modern world. Shrek has been a huge success for DreamWorks since release, spawning several sequels and spin-offs in Shrek 2, 2004, Shrek the Third, 2007, and Shrek Forever After, 2010, Puss in Boots, 2011, and last year's Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. While word of a fifth Shrek movie has come and gone over the last few years, nothing has ever come of it. Well, it certainly looks like the stop-starts are about to end and audiences are finally going to be reunited with Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey on the big screen once again. Not only is there now a plan for Shrek 5, a spin-off centered on Eddie Murphy's wisecracking donkey is also now in the works. Following on from Murphy saying last year that they should have done a donkey movie after the success of the Puss in Boots series, Meledandri has said that he was thrilled when he saw the actors' comments at the time and that he would make a donkey standalone story without question. It's evidence of his strong enthusiasm for a role that he so brilliantly inhabited and really created alongside the artists at DreamWorks. I found that comment to be very exciting.